Hey there, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Today we are doing something a little bit different in that this is all real time, like live recording, no editing, all that good stuff. I'm gonna try to keep it like under 20 minutes, but we're gonna do a little 15-minute drawing, and with like a random like theme. So I've got a little random drawing prompt generator thing here, and we're just gonna sort of like roulette it like a couple times. I'm not gonna probably do like the first one because I want to see a couple things. But here we go. Someone exploded the train's bridge. No, thank you. A zombie llama. No thanks. A giant stealing cattle. Nah. Like, we're looking for something we can do in 15 minutes here. The Midnight Avenger. Is that already a thing? I bet that's a thing. We're not going to do that because I think that's a thing. Ooh. A godlike being in some old ruins. Okay. Alright. Let's do this one. A godlike being in some old ruins. So I'm going to start a 15-minute timer here. So a 15-minute timer here. And we're just gonna go. So an old god in some old ruins. That's like a Cthulhu thing for sure. So let's like Cthulhu this up. So the reason that I'm doing something a little bit different today is that I'm still very, very, very new to how video editing works, and it's really hard for me, and I've been busy lately, so having like a lot of time for that has been kind of hard. But this doesn't really take any video editing, like just maybe some cropping, and that's it. And that I can do just fine. So if you're wondering like why I'm doing like basically like a Drawfee style, I don't know if you guys, anyone that watches this watches Drawfee, but I'm a big fan. Actually like a huge fan, but we won't go into that right now. Anyway, if any of you watch Drawfee and you're like, oh, what he's doing is just like Drawfee. Well, kind of. It's just easier to do drawing videos that are not completely edited and are just like draw a prompt. And I don't think they have a monopoly on that, so I think I'm set here. I am super into them, though. I've been like catching up on all the stuff I missed, and it's a good time. I've been watching them for a while. It's actually like what got me into D&D, and now I'm like super into D&D. So, if I'm a big nerd, it's Drawfee's fault. Specifically Caldwell's fault. I don't think he'd be mad though. Yeah, let's make him come out of a big hole. I don't know what kind of buildings to put in here. I got a new tablet. So what I'm working on right now is actually like a screen tablet instead of, just like the little piece of plastic that you draw on and it shows up on your computer, I actually get to draw directly onto the face of the thing. And that's really cool. And it's been really fun to work on. I feel like the things that I can do on this are a little bit more interesting and involved than the things that I was doing on like my regular tablet. I got it on sale like during Black Friday, so that was super cool. Let's see. I want to make his hands be less like hands. He's just trying to put these ruins back together. He was like, hey, I lived here. They got all fucked up. No. Make another little tentacle coming out the pit. I don't really know what else to do in ruins besides like some big stones. Like maybe a weird ancient tablet. Get a little bit of Lovecraft shit going on. Okay, that's good enough for a sketch. Let's put some lines on this. I really hope this recording turns out and I don't have to do another one. I'm doing it slightly differently than I do most of my other ones, so we shall see. I'm really super still trying to figure all this shit out. I don't know how YouTube works. I don't know how video editing works. You know, I'm a noob to all this stuff, essentially. You spend enough time on the internet and you'd think, oh, well, I can do this shit. Surprise. Not really. Like, I feel like they should make video editing software a little bit easier to, like, figure out. It's got a lot of tools and stuff that I don't need, but then, like, the simpler, easier ones has stuff, or doesn't have the stuff that I do need. It's like you either get too simple or not simple enough. But you know, they probably have it. I just can't figure out like where it is or how to do it. It's probably me. That being said, if anybody wants to volunteer to be my video editor, feel free. The position's definitely open, but I can't pay you. Actually, I've been trying to I've been trying to convince my boyfriend that he should definitely come do YouTube stuff with me, because as we know, all the best YouTube channels are made up of multiple people and are not just like this one, which is just one dude sort of talking into the nothing. So if he decides that that's gonna happen, he might get to try to learn how to edit a video. Which would be super nice if he could just do that for me. Okay, shit. This is going much faster than I expected. We already only have like 5 minutes left. So let's hurry up and get some of this done. Maybe he's got like suction nipples. You know, monster presenting nipples. Big pit of despair here. Not for him, but for all those who stumble upon it. I went through a phase, like a Lovecraft phase. Like, I know that he's a shit human being, but I went through a phase where I was like reading basically like any Lovecraft that I could get my hands on. I was playing the tabletop game of Call of Cthulhu at the time, like the RPG tabletop D20 Call of Cthulhu, which is very fun, and I very much recommend it. I was doing that at the time, so I was just like really into Lovecraft stuff, because I was like, this is so cool. Let's like see what else, you know, we can get that's like Lovecrafty. And you know, a lot of it's like really fun stuff. But boy, that man is racist, huh? He's just a big old racist. And a bad person. So, like, his stuff really needs to be taken with, you know, a grain of salt. But it's fun, though. It did a lot for its genre and whatever. So there's that. Like, I think there's a difference between media like Lovecraft and modern day stuff. Modern day, we would be like, you know, that doesn't fly. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to give you my time or attention because you're an awful person. But back then, people did not care as much. I mean, they cared, but it's not like today where like having a cat who had the name of Lovecraft's cat would basically get you, you know, shunned from most of society. And even at the time, he was still very shitty. Like, not saying that people at the time thought that that was not a problem, because they very much did. But I think that now he wouldn't be anything. Or at least I hope. My point with that was that I think appreciating him now is different. He's pushed himself into our narrative of you know, what sci-fi means and what horror means. That knowing his work in a lot of cases is important, I guess is what I'm saying. Not that we should agree with it or anything, but like knowing it is helpful and important. Also, some of it's very cool and fun. Oh, okay. So that very nerdy outburst means that it is time to stop. I'm gonna do just a couple of things here. Yeah, all right. So that was 15 minutes of drawing an old god in some ruins. If you like this video and like what's going on here, you know, leave me a comment or like or subscribe or whatever. You can also find me on other places of social media. I am still on Tumblr, even though, wow, that looks bad. I'm supposed to be done anyway. I'm still on Tumblr, even though Tumblr is doing all of the things that Tumblr is doing. And I'm here every Thursday doing shit, like drawing shit. I think I will do, for the month of December, a few more of these sort of random little drawing prompts for 15 minutes. So yeah, thank you for watching, being here, hanging out with me for a little bit, and I will see you guys next week. I need a cool catchphrase. Bye.